Every bottle of wine tells a story, but behind the flavor lies a journey. A journey that begins long before the cork is pulled. Imagine this. Millions of grapes, ripened under months of sun, picked at just the right moment, then crushed, fermented, aged, and transformed into a liquid that has captured civilizations for over 8,000 years. Is it ancient art or modern science, manual labor or mechanical mastery? Today, we uncover that process. The machines, the hands, the chemistry, and the soul behind every glass of wine. This is how millions of grapes are harvested, processed, and made into wine. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Each week, we take you deep inside the world's most fascinating processes, from food to technology to ancient crafts made modern. Your support helps us keep uncovering the hidden magic behind everyday things. Now, let's begin, where every bottle of wine begins. Among the vines. It all starts in the vineyard. Stretching across valleys and hillsides, rows of vines march in perfect formation, each one carefully pruned, nurtured, and timed. Grape varieties matter. Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, Merlot, Syrah, each brings a different profile, a different personality to the final wine. But grapes don't grow in isolation. They're shaped by their terroir, a French term encompassing soil, climate, elevation, sun exposure, even the way morning mist rolls in. It's terroir that gives a Burgundy Pinot Noir its elegance, or a Napa Cab its bold structure. Throughout the growing season, vineyard managers walk row after row, measuring sugar content bricks, tasting skins for tannin, checking leaves for disease. Irrigation is adjusted, canopies are trimmed. Everything is done in service of one goal. And when that moment finally comes, when the balance of sugar, acid, and flavor peaks, it's time to harvest. As the harvest window opens, time becomes critical. Too early, and the grapes lack sugar. Too late, and acidity plummets. A matter of hours can tilt the balance. In the world's largest vineyards, there's no time to waste. That's when the machines arrive. Towering over the vines, mechanical harvesters straddle each row like slow-moving giants. Rotating rods shake the vines rhythmically, loosening ripe grapes which fall onto conveyors and into holding bins. All in one seamless motion. By dawn, one machine can pick the equivalent of 100 workers. Efficient, fast, relentless. But there's another way, a quieter way. Hand harvesting. In the early morning light, human hands reach into the vines, clippers in hand, eyes trained on color and shape. They snip each cluster gently, lay it into bins with care. Hand-harvested grapes are treated like jewels. No bruising, no broken skins. And in high-end wine regions, this method is still preferred. Not for speed, but for precision. Because not every grape ripens at the same pace. A machine can't tell the difference, but a trained eye can. As the sun climbs higher, truckloads of fruit head straight to the winery. In this race against time, freshness is everything. The clock is ticking, and the real transformation is about to begin. The first step, destemming. Inside a steel-lined machine, clusters of grapes tumble and spin. A rotating drum separates the stems, allowing only the berries to pass through. The goal, remove bitterness from the wood and leave behind nothing but ripe, juicy fruit. From here, the grapes enter the crusher. In the old days, feet did the job. Today, it's precise rollers, designed to gently break the skin without damaging the seeds. For white wine, the juice is quickly separated from the skins. Why? Because skin contact adds color, tannin, and sometimes bitterness. Things white wines don't want. The crushed grapes are sent to a press where gentle pressure squeezes out the juice. What flows out is pale, fragrant, and clean, ready for fermentation. But for red wine, it's a different story. The skins, the juice, the seeds, they all stay together. This mix is called the must, a thick, fragrant slurry of pulp and potential. Because in red wine, color comes from skin, so does structure, so do tannins, the backbone of every bold glass of Cabernet or Merlot. From vine to vat, it's taken just hours. But in those hours, the grape has already begun to let go of itself, to become something more. Next, that transformation takes on a life of its own, fueled not by machines, but by microscopic organisms that turn sweetness into strength. Fermentation begins. This is fermentation. At its core, it's a simple exchange. Yeast eats sugar and produces alcohol. But don't let the simplicity fool you. This is the heartbeat of winemaking. Some wineries rely on wild, native yeasts, living on grape skins and floating through the winery air. Others use cultured strains, chosen for specific flavor profiles or reliability. The choice? It's a philosophy, a fingerprint of the winemaker. The tanks are carefully sealed, but not airtight. As yeast gets to work, it releases carbon dioxide which rises to the top, creating a foamy cap in red wines. That's where red wine needs special attention. Because those grape skins that floated to the surface, they hold the color, the flavor, the structure. Winemakers punch them down by hand or pump juice over them several times a day. It's called cap management, and it ensures that what's in the skin makes it into the wine. White wines ferment cooler, around 50-60 degrees C, 10-50 degrees. It's all about preserving delicate aromatics, peach, pear floral notes. Too hot and they're gone. Reds run warmer, 75-85 versus 24-29 degrees. That higher heat helps extract bold flavors, deeper color, and rich tannins. And it's not just about flavor, it's about control. Modern tanks come with built-in temperature systems. Sensors, glycol jackets, and automation help ensure the yeast stays happy and the wine stays on track. Fermentation can take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks, depending on the grape, the temperature, and the desired style. At the end of it, the sugar is gone, the alcohol is there, and the juice has officially become young wine. Cloudy, raw, full of life and energy, but not yet refined. That comes next. Once the wine is clarified, it often needs time to rest and develop more flavor. This stage is called aging, and it can happen in two main ways, in oak barrels or in stainless steel tanks. Oak barrels let small amounts of oxygen in, which helps soften the wine and add extra flavors like vanilla, spice, or smoke. Wines aged in oak often feel smoother and more complex. Stainless steel tanks don't add any flavor, but they help preserve the fresh, fruity character of the wine. This method is common for crisp white wines. Some wines age for just a few months, while others may stay in barrels for up to 2 years. Winemakers regularly taste the wine to decide when it's ready. Aging doesn't just improve the flavor. It helps the wine become more balanced, more stable, and ultimately, more enjoyable to drink. From a single grape hanging on the vine, to a bottle shared at dinner, a celebration, or a quiet evening at home, wine goes through an incredible journey. It's not just farming, not just science. It's patience, precision, and passion. From the hands that pick the grapes, to the minds that guide the process every step of the way. Next time you pour a glass, remember, you're not just drinking wine. You're tasting nature, time, and craftsmanship, all in one sip. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more behind-the-scenes stories of how things are made. From everyday products to extraordinary traditions.